The universe knows where you are. You must let it find you. Is there any cases where you think to yourself, if you're doing the right thing, if everything is going well in your life, or you don't know what to do with your life, right? You're still wondering what to do. You're trying to find all these signs, but at the end of the day, you think you're lost, and that's your reality, right? You think you're lost, and your concept is just doing what you can do, right? But there's always been a term where an elder has said, right, that if you get lost in the forest, you just stand still. You stand still. Why? Because you start looking at your environment, right? You start looking around you, and then you start looking at the trees, you start looking at the plants, you might look at the animals, or whatever is there, or any life source is there. It's there, right? The trees and the bushes, are they gonna be there? They're not lost. They're just there, right? So once you stay still at that forest that you're lost to, you're gonna start relocating your own thoughts. You're gonna start asking yourself questions. Why am I here? Why am I lost? Why do I need a pet? Why all of a sudden do I think I'm not doing anything? Why can't I find my purpose? Right? And the thing is that the universe knows where you are. The universe acknowledges the fact that you're there. It acknowledges the fact that you're aware that you think that way, right? The way what you do day by day, the way you're trying to grow, the way you do your things, the way you react to things, the way you feel about things, it exactly knows you, right? So, what I'm trying to say is that, are you really lost? Are you really? Are you just trying to find a reason to be lost? Are you trying to ask questions to have a belief that you're lost, right? Because at the end of the day, once you look at your environment, everything that you see, is that really lost? Would you say that was just there just to be there? Or that was just there for no reason at all? Like, for nothing. It's just there for you to see it, right? So what I'm trying to say is that if you are on your own path, even if you would think you're lost, you are not lost, right? You are not lost. You are your own path. The universe is not supposed to give you a specific pathway. You're supposed to be the pathway. What will be the point of life? What will be the point of the path if you were to know everything? If you were to know where exactly you will be going? How are you going to get there? How the structure is going to be? Why would that be the path? Right? The path is that it's going to be a long one. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a long one. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a mysterious. It's going to be a questionable one. You're going to be asking so much questions. You're going to be so curious about this path that you're going to keep going. Because at the end of the day, it's your path. No matter what, it's going to be your pathway, right? So the universe knows where you are, what you are, or who you are. But it also knows your path, right? So you're supposed to go out there and explore your path. You're supposed to go out there and know what your path is. You're not supposed to question your path. Because at the end of the day, you don't know your path, right? You may know where you're headed at, but you don't know how your pathway is going to be like. True, right? So you're supposed to know who you were. It's not about who you are, right? It's about who you were back then before the path, right? You're supposed to realize that everything that you used to do is led to this path, right? And now ask yourself this: why am I in this path, right? Why am I here? Why am I asking myself these questions? So you're in the right path. And this path is gonna create who you are. Not because of who you were, it's because of who you are truly within yourself. And it's gonna unlock a new person, a new character. And that's what you want, right? That's what you wanted. You wanted a path that's gonna be different from yours. But this different path, you're not gonna get anything. You're not gonna know anything. You're not gonna know how the path is, how the pathway is gonna be like, right? This pathway is gonna be something new. It's gonna be your actual pathway that you wanted so far in life. And it's coming. Or so I say, it's already in right now. The concept is already there, right? So, in this pathway, it's not gonna be easy. And it's also not gonna be simple, right? At the end of the day, you're still gonna get the self-doubt. You're still gonna ask yourself questions. You're still gonna ask yourself if this is you, if this is something that you want to do, right? And it's completely normal, right? Because you're putting yourself in a pathway that you don't even know yourself, right? And you find these answers briefly by continuing being on this path, right? But there's gonna be self-doubt. There's gonna be self-contradicting yourself, right? There's gonna be questions. There's gonna be a lot of things, a lot of negativity. But what you're gonna do, you're not gonna falter in that negativity. You're gonna keep pushing on who you are. You're gonna keep going through this path because in this path, it's a mysterious one. You're supposed to feel all these emotions. You're supposed to feel these feelings because it is a mysterious path. What do you know about mysterious? Nothing, right? Mysterious is mysterious. It stands by itself, right? But are you really gonna let your negative thoughts, your self-doubt get over you? Realistically? Are you really gonna let your self-doubt get over you? Because if that's true, if you're gonna let your own mind, your own negative power take a disadvantage of your own path, you're not this path is not gonna be well for you. You're already losing your own path. You're going on the other way. If you're thinking so negative, if you're thinking so underplayed, so downfall, you're gonna go on the other path, man. And this path is not gonna be for you. Realistically, like that's how it is, right? Because you're already creating your own reality as before the path has even given you what it's supposed to give you. So keep depending on yourself, man. Keep believing in yourself. Trust yourself, and trust in the pathway. Keep at the positive thoughts. Even if it's look ugly, even if it's horrible, even if it's hard, it's supposed to be like that. Because this is your pathway, right? So automatically your identity is gonna change. Your self-concept is gonna change. You're not gonna be who you used to be. Well, you're gonna be someone that is truly different. You're still you, but who you actually are, right? Who you actually are. And like I was mentioning, you are not lost. You just have to find a reason why you're here. You just have to find a reason and look at around your environment. Everything was a cause. Everything was for a reason. Everything you're doing right now was for a reason. But why is that for a reason? I cannot answer you that because that is your life. You only know yourself, right? You only know why this is here, why this camera is here. I know the reason why this camera is here. I know the reason why this light is here, why this mic is here, why myself with these chairs behind me. I know that. But do you know the reason why you're even there? Do you know the reason why all the things around you are there? Do you know the reason why you're watching this video? Do you know the reason why you're trying to figure out if you're lost or not? Right? But let me tell you this. The universe knows where you are deeply enough and knows for exactly where you are, who you are, and what you think of yourself, and everything within it knows itself. But yeah, man, it's been Fredo Saga. Let's leave the domain expansion with some new game and let's input it into the real world so we can grow and be stronger. But yeah, man, to the next one.